Okay, so this video, basically I'm just going to be doing piece control tunnels and explaining... Okay, so this season, I'm going to be like recapping the season, kind of like my thoughts about it, and then saying about... So I set some goals at the beginning of the season. I'm basically going to say whether I like achieved them or not, or just any extras basically, right? So let's start off with recapping the season, and I would say... So just like quick summary for what I think of the season for like a rating. I would say I would give it maybe a 7.5 at best. Like, don't get me wrong, it's a decent season. I just think the map's way too small. And just everything just got boring in like a week. The first week was actually really fun. I'd say the blinkies thing with the fishing, that was like good. Right, there was in non-fishing holes. Maybe they could have just, they like made it really good. Like that was really good. I really enjoyed that. They had like loads of different like mobility. I mean, it was kind of no mobility, but it was good enough, right? Then what they did, they added, they removed the blinky holes from like non-fishing holes, which I think was probably the biggest mistake of the season. What I feel like they should have done is instead of making it like 25%, they could have made it like 10%, I think, or like 5%. That way it's more challenging, but then it completely changed the season. And then they did also remove the weird squishy milkshake thing. I would call them milkshakes in the game at one point. So just the movement and like mobility. Also the guns, like there wasn't really like too many Simpsons stuff for guns. I thought they kind of have a bit more. But also I feel like what else? It's just they kind of got boring after a week. Like the thunder and this, I can only hit so many 43s on the head with a thunder, as you can see there, without crashing out. Like first week I couldn't deal with it. Now I'm on the verge of throwing my PC out of my window. Like honestly, it's so bad. But you know, they aren't horrible guns. I just think that to me it kind of reminded me of like I can't remember when it was, but I I didn't play Reload for like a whole month because of how bad like the loadout was. Like I literally just didn't play it, and this season kind of feels like that, but I did just play it anyway. It just reminded me of like a shitty Reload season. Like when they originally added Chapter 2, I didn't really like the loadouts. When they had that Chapter 2 map, I didn't really like the loadouts too much. I didn't really like the maps, so I literally just didn't play it for like a couple of months. And then I ended up playing it eventually, and then when the loadouts changed, and now I like Reload again. But this season I feel like kind of feels like that, but just a bit more bearable. I do like how, but just before the Squads Cup, they did add back the squishy things, like that made rotate so much more easier. Obviously with the Squads Cup I didn't do too amazing, for reasons which you can check out on my last video, which I will, I'll link in the description, but it will also be probably on the end screen credits as well. Basically, that's my kind of main thoughts of the season. I think if they had like mobility, even like what I thought they should have done, because The Simpsons was meant to be a goofy season, right? What I felt they should have done is added the icy grapplers, because that's quite like a goofy kind of like thing, but still mobility. That's my opinion, because imagine how cool like that would have been. Like it not only a season goofy, but its mobility, which is like pretty good as well. So I feel like they should do that, or they could have added like the snow grenades or something like that. People could have used for like mobility wise. You know, just something that's like doable, because it was kind of fun for like solos and duos. It wasn't the end of the world, but squads is like if a squad decides to 3-2-1 you, might as well, and if you're solo, you might as well not even bother holding. To be quite honest, you're literally just gonna die. So yeah, that's my main thing. But other than that, it was actually a decent season. I have had a lot of fun, and it's not horrible. I just think it could have been like better, but so could have most seasons, to be fair. But yeah, overall, it was a pretty decent season. I have had fun playing it. Tournaments, I'd say my favourite have been the solo cups. I really like that they brought back solo victory cups. It was only a couple of weeks. I kind of think for the new season, in my opinion, because obviously they can't have it like in like this same day, or like one day it's opened, and the one day they've opened, then just finals, which repeats like that weekly. I kind of think the way that they could do it is, let's say there's like 6 weeks of tournaments, or maybe like 6 to 9 weeks or something. They could have like 3 solo victory cups, where it's like 2 weeks of qualifiers and then 1 week finals. Or let's say there's 8 weeks, they could have 2 weeks qualifiers, and then on the second week, on like let's say Sunday or something, there's also like a finals. I feel like they could have it like that, which I feel like people would be really happy with. So I think something like that, because I hope they have more solo cups, and I would say they have cooked with like the tournaments. To be honest, I don't really have any complaints other than maybe like an FMCS. But other than that, it's been really good, right? Now I'm going to talk about goals of the season. So at the beginning, I did make the video a bit late, but I set the goals at the same time, like at the beginning. Set some goals for the beginning of the season, right? So, and then right now I'm going to go over, like, have I completed them, what I've done differently, and my goals for the next season, and like kind of set a goal for it. So basically, I'll just say the first one, use it as an example. For solos, so what I wanted to do was improve at solos, right? And the way I wanted to do that was win a game of solo scrims, which I hadn't done before, because I'm fairly new to comp and noble. Like, if you can see on my keyboard and mouse thing, I probably could have won a scrims game. I kind of haven't really played them too much. To be fair, I think I got like 1 second. I've got a bunch of 4th and 3rds and like 5th places, but I placed badly, right? Well, not placed badly. I mean, I didn't actually win a game, but does that mean I've improved at solos? That doesn't mean that I haven't, is what I was going to say, because basically, although I haven't done that, I did play the solo victory cup, and while I didn't get the best placements, on the first one I got like top 9k, the second one was even worse, it was top 14k. I did have them vodded by a coach, and I had them look, and for next season, and just in general for when playing solo games, I've been a lot better. Like, just in general, so although I haven't won a game, there is a noticeable difference. Like, I just think though, I got top 9 or 14k, which is pretty bad. But in the last solo series one that I did, right, because I only played like 1 or 2 of the 6-week ones, but I wasn't even really trying with them as well. I got both of them in, I got like top 20k, top 25k, and then I got a top like 10 and 15k. That's like, I mean, let's just round it and say it's 12k. That's almost like, I almost doubled my placement for like better, or like half my placement, or just whatever way you want to call it. Like, think about how insane that is. I literally half my placement in like a whole, oh wait, I didn't start. I literally halved my placement in like a, let's just say like just in this mini season. Like, how crazy is that? So even though I didn't win it, I still have a progress. It's going to be a bit of a repeat with the other things.